welcome to this week's LCS Power Rankings for February 3rd. Obviously, I don't have a week on here like I have in the past weeks because the lock-in kind of threw me off. Obviously, these guys are not on the same week as everybody else, so it's a little bit more difficult to decide how to title these. So it's the February 3rd rankings, and you'll also notice, unlike the other videos, I've already have 7 through 10 here. Obviously, with lock-in going on, there are only so many teams playing over the weekend. So CLG, Golden Guardians, IMT, and Fly are all in the same boat they were the week before. They haven't played anybody. My feelings haven't changed much about them. In this, I did have my feelings change to cause a team to move, which I'll get to right away, who I have 6th. Moved without playing, which is kind of unfair to them, but at the same time, right now it's how I feel. So let's get started. 6th place. Moving down one spot. Down one spot, I have TSM. It's not so much TSM that's the thing. It's more so actually this, which I might as well do this at the same time because it's not TSM, it's Dig. The way Dig played against Team Liquid was really good, especially given that Liquid ended up winning the tournament, and in the fashion in which they did. I'm impressed with how they played Dig. How Dig played them. Dig were up. Dig could have won the series. They could have. Every game, the person that was leading ended up losing. Dig won a game, and then the other 2 games, they were up and blew the lead. So they could hang with TL. Obviously, TL didn't run their full rosters in those games, but Dignitas were not expected to be up here and competitive with these guys. They were probably expected to be in this probably 6th to 8th range. And River just joined them, and he looked okay. And I think he may have gotten MVP in one of the series. Blue looks really good. It's going to be as far as the top lane issues can take them. Fake God is a problem. If they can right that and get him on a weak side tank every game where he doesn't blow the game for them, they are competitive against the top teams. And that's why I have them above TSM right now. We don't know anything about TSM and what they could be. Obviously, with Tactical, Huni, and Spica, you have 3 players that are very competitive that should be able to get into this 4th spot probably, threaten for 3rd, 4th, 5th. But as of right now, we don't know what the other 2 kids are going to be like that they got from China. Kyoto looked good in scrims already. Shenny, I've seen some of his streams. He looks okay. We'll see how it goes for them with the language issues, which may or may not be a thing. We'll see in game if it becomes a thing, as well as just a style of play. The LPL is a very aggressive league coming from China. Solo queue, which is extremely aggressive. It's very different than what you play in the LCS. So it could be good or bad for them. Either they could take the league by storm and punch everyone in the mouth, or they could make big swings and miss because these teams are willing to back off, let you blow your steam off and end up behind as a result. 4th, not much to say really. I'm not going to say much about 100T. They didn't play. Obviously, we're disappointed with what they didn't do actually during the tournament, but they're 100T. We expect them to be in this range for the end of the split. They should be competitive and threatening for MSI bid and things like that with the likes of the top 3 that I'll have here. As of right now, though, they're 4th because they did lose. 3rd, now we'll get to more important things. They lost. They don't have their full roster. They lost. I don't know. Given how late in the going they're getting their full roster, I'm afraid of how they're going to start the split without a lot of scrim time. I think Fudge leaves a lot to be desired in mid right now. Obviously, he's new to the role, so how will he do at the end of the split? Different story. This is as of right now. They got blown out by EG 3-0. It wasn't even really close. That's why they're third. I mean, arguably Dig. I mean, it didn't look good. I don't know what else to say. It didn't look good. They have problems, and it's hard to really blame them when they don't have their full roster. But as of right now, they're third because I think that coming into the split, they're not going to have quite the repertoire necessary to be competitive against the top dogs. They might outright just beat these guys. And if you outright beat the bottom tier teams, I'm not going to bring you up in the power rankings because you did what is expected of you. Second place. Going into the finals, honestly, the way TL had played Dig, I would have had EG first. Everyone thought EG was going to win, and honestly, EG looked clean. However, against TL, they got smoke showed. It was bad. It really was bad. 3-0'd. It was a disappointment. Really, honestly, couldn't believe it. Jojo Pune looks good at times, but he's a young player. So it's as far as he can take them. He took them this far. He is competitive against everybody. But when it came to TL, he just got out macroed. Just the decision making wasn't there compared to Bjerg and other TL members. But that's what happens with the young team. Over the split, they will get better. They will be competitive, closer to these guys come the end of the split. But as of right now, that's where they are. Because, JoJo struggled. Danny struggled at times. Impact really struggled. And we'll get to that now. That'll turn into this. So, TL first place. Beat Dig, BDG, won the tournament. Didn't have their full roster. With Core in the lineup, they are even better. But Bwipo was disgusting in this whole entire tournament. He right now is the top laner in the LCS, without a doubt. Bjerg looked solid. He pulled out the Zillion, looked solid. Hans Sama did his part. Even Santorin didn't screw it up. He got a couple souls, I remember, in the final series, ensured that the team was getting at the objectives. So really, there's no weak part of TL right now. Once they get Core, there is no weakness. That team is a Worlds team. Like, you see that team on paper, and you're like, that team's going to Worlds. I'm not saying win the Worlds, but that team's going to Worlds. It's just how it is. It's how it's built. These two are built to go to Worlds, and so are those guys. And we'll see how these guys compete with them. But that's how it is right now. One moment. Nevertheless, thank you for watching my LCS Power Rankings. I do this every week in all 4 major regions. Yesterday was LEC. Tuesday was LCK. Monday was LPL. Next week there won't be any LPL or LCK Power Rankings because they don't play at all this week due to the New Year. Nevertheless, there will be daily content of some sort. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and come back for more.